The murder trial of former Major League Baseball pitcher Dan Serafini continues today with his wife taking the stand. Serafini standing trial for allegedly shooting his in-laws.
Now, prosecutors say Serafini killed his father-in-law, Gary Spohr, and critically injured his mother-in-law, Wendy Wood. She took her own life 2 years later.
KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor has been covering this trial the entire time. Michelle, you were in the courtroom for Aaron Spohr's testimony today. She testified about her relationship with her husband and his former lover. What did she say specifically?
Well, yeah, Aaron Spohr told the jury that she and her husband, Dan Serafini, have always had an open sexual marriage. And she says she did realize at some point that Serafini was friends first with Samantha Scott, his former lover and former co-defendant in this case. And then eventually it turned into a sexual relationship. But she says she didn't find out recently that it was an emotional relationship, that it eventually turned to that, and that they had been in love with each other until after people were sending news articles about Samantha Scott's testimony here in the murder trial, talking about being in love with each other. Now, there are no cameras allowed in the video, but take a look. This is video of Aaron Spohr arriving at the Auburn courthouse today, and she testified on many subjects, from those relationships we just talked about, relationship with her parents. She said she and her parents had many arguments and that her mother, quote, cut her off at least 30 times since she was 18 years old. Now, on the day of the shootings, Spohr testified she had made plans to spend June 5th, 2021 with her parents and their children at their Lake Tahoe home, taking the boat out on the lake. She says her husband was always invited to his in-laws' homes, but on this day was not part of the original plans. That was the day of the attack. Now, Spohr says she knew of that he did know of the planned visit, and she also says she didn't see or know if anyone else was in the home after their day on the lake. They went back to hang out and have dinner. Now, prosecutors allege Serafini went into the home while they were all out on the lake and waited to shoot his in-laws until after his wife and his children left the home. Now, Spohr also testified that she has immunity and nothing that she testifies to can be used against her in a criminal case. Again, she is still married to Serafini, and she's still going to be on the stand when court resumes on Thursday. She's still under direct examination, taking on a lot of information for the jury. Reporting live in Auburn, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
Well, Michelle, prosecutors, they asked her about wanting to divorce Serafini a few years after marriage. And what's this we're hearing about a post-nuptial agreement that was signed?
Yeah, that's right, Curtis. The prosecutor asked her about wanting to get a divorce in about 2015. They got married in 2011. And she says, yeah, she thought about it. And that also, you know, she said, who doesn't think about that after being married to someone for so long? She says her parents did not push her into getting a divorce. And then she also brought up how Wendy Wood, her mother, wanted Serafini to sign this post-nuptial agreement saying that he's not entitled to any of their worth of about $23 million. However, the prosecutor showed the jury another document that says Serafini is entitled to about 100,000 shares of a corporation they have in Washington, but that's only if he stays married to Aaron Spohr. So just a lot to unpack here for the jury.
And thanks for unpacking that for us.